Hello everyone, welcome back to Spirit Goddess Spreading Awareness. Tonight our topic is narcissist and narcissistic behaviors. I have seen a lot of this going on, not only in people's private and personal lives, but as well as on TikTok. So I decided tonight is the night to talk about it. I am going to go over some facts, state some things that I have looked up myself, and then we are going to get down to talking about real life issues. If anybody wants to come up into the box, we are live on TikTok. So I'm going to get started. Narcissism, what is it? Personality qualities include thinking very highly of oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy for others. Narcissists have an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others. They're evasive of others and believe others envy them. They behave in an arrogant way, brag a lot, and come across as conceited. Insist on having the best of everything. For instance, the best phone, car, truck, office, home, etc. 9 symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder. Self-importance, preoccupation with power, beauty, or success, feeling entitled. They can only be around people who are important or special to them. Interpersonality, exploitive of for their own gain. They're very arrogant. They lack empathy. And they must be admired. They have that feeling of, I need to be admired. Also, sense of self-importance. They live in a fantasy world that supports their own delusions. They need constant praise. They exploit others without guilt or shame. Frequently demean, intimidate, bully, or belittles others. 5 things narcissists value most. Image is everything. They demand respect and give none in return. Control. They need to be the center of attention. How useful are you to them? What can they use you for? Do you need help? Next question. Can a narcissist love? A lot of people have this question. Is it possible for a narcissist to truly love? And the answer is, they can and do love, but their love tends to be superficial and fleeting. They can develop intense emotional attachments, even appearing to fall in love, yet they still maintain a complete lack of empathy for the object of their affection. How do narcissists treat their partners? They will often deploy a variety of narcissistic relationship patterns, such as manipulation, charismatic and exploitational tactics in order to ensure that their own needs and wants are met. As a spouse, you may be subject to their manipulation and abuse while your partner treats everyone else positively. You may be saying, why are they treating me like this? But when I see them around their friends or other family members, they're treated so much differently than I am. Phrases to disarm a narcissist. I can't control how you feel about me. I hear what you're saying. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Everything is okay. We both have a right to our own opinions. I accept how you feel. I don't like how you're speaking to me, so I will not engage. Narcissists have the courage it takes. Let me rephrase that. Narcissists have the courage to take risks and the resilience to bounce back from perceived failures. The narcissistic traits that act as the buffer to life stressors and keep them motivated for change. Failures are not viewed as setbacks, but always a way to reevaluate what didn't work and take a new approach. Examples of narcissistic abuse: apologizing often, even when it's not your fault, blaming yourself for every setback, a loss of confidence, difficulty with decision making, feeling like you have lost a sense of self. There's 4 D's in narcissism: deny, dismiss, devalue, divorce. 4 D's: deny, dismiss, devalue, divorce. Narcissists are motivated by feeling superior and expanding their power. So the only things that matter when helping others are receiving fame, influence, opportunities, notoriety, and other resources. They don't actually care about others because to them, other people are just things to use. One of the most common ways a narcissist, especially the convert types, will try to test you is through the silent treatment. They will simply stay silent and ignore you because they want to get a rise out of you. They want you to go back to them and grovel for their forgiveness and validation. Narcissists are drawn to those who can boast their own self-esteem and validate their sense of importance. Being associated with someone who is successful or admired can make a narcissist feel more important by proxy. One effective way that a narcissist can draw someone back into their realm is to say those 3 words: I love you. Gaslight apology. An apology given that often appears sincere, but the person is actually not taking any responsibility for what they have caused. Narcissists get worse as they age. With age comes a lack of independence and narcissistic supply. So aging narcissists tend to become the extreme versions of their worst selves. They don't develop a late onset self-awareness. They just become more abusive, manipulative, hypersensitive, rageful, and entitled. Narcissists often look for victims who struggle with insecurity and low self-esteem. People who think less of themselves and struggle with the I am not enough mindset tend to attract toxic partners. Narcissistic abuse victim syndrome. These are signs of the syndrome: walking on eggshells every day, always, feeling a sense of mistrust, self-isolation, loss of self-worth, feeling lonely, freezing up, trouble making decisions. What is narcissistic injury? Some of you may have never heard of this before. It is a real thing. It happens when someone with narcissistic personality disorder is faced with criticism, betrayal, or perceived abandonment. It is sometimes known as narcissistic wound, a wounded ego, or ego deflation. Example: someone who often reacts to perceived slights with extreme reaction that seems disappropriate to the event. Signs of narcissistic injury: denial, passive-aggressive behavior, silent treatment, narcissistic rage, physical violence, devaluation, projection, playing the victim, gaslighting, engaging in a smear campaign, making threats, manipulation. Ways to deal with a narcissist. Number 1, stay away. Don't try to convince them that they are wrong. Just stay away. You'll never convince them that they are wrong. Don't try to fix them. Stay away. Don't argue with them. Stay away. When all else fails, stay away. Try to avoid direct confrontation. Reiterate your need for action over promises. Maintain boundaries. Remind yourself you are not to blame. Do not accept their behavior. Acknowledge when you need professional help. Know when you need to leave. Recognize and acknowledge the abuse. Don't stoop to their level. They thrive on the drama. Don't react to their abuse tactics. Your reaction is what they want. Remain mindful of your needs and your emotions. Tips for leaving a narcissist. Make a list of reasons. Provide yourself with examples of the past, good times and bad. Have a plan. Surround yourself with supportive people. Purge any reminders of the relationship. Get rid of them. Get a support group or a therapist. No contact. No contact if possible. Refuse to explain yourself. Decline every opportunity to see them in person. Set extremely firm boundaries. Ignore them. Become extremely boring and distant. Drive the narcissist away with radical self-love. I have a few resources here that I'm going to list for the podcast, and then if anybody wants to come up and talk in the boxes about their experience or what they know about narcissist, you are allowed to do so. You do not have to turn your camera on. We can listen to just your voice. That is absolutely fine. Narcissistic personality disorder treatment. I have amenclinic.com, AMEN clinics.com. The number is 1-877-387-2081. Again, the number is 1-877-387-2081. Canadian Mental Health Association. Sorry for that, my puppy. Canadian Mental Health Association is 705-759-0458. Again, that is 705-759-0458. Mental Health America, this is national hotline. This is 703-684-77. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong number. 703-684-7722. Toll free is 800-969-6642. Again, toll free, that is 800-969-6642. You can also go to www.mhational.org. Thank you guys for being here for this podcast. If anybody wants to come up in the box now and discuss a time that you had to deal with a narcissistic relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic. You can come up and do so. Yes, this is an absolute safe place. No judgment here. I am recording for a podcast, so it will be put out there. I am trying to spread awareness on mental health itself as a whole. We have done trauma bonds. We've done anxiety. We, what was the other one? Codependency. So we've done quite a few so far. I'm going to continue to do it. So far it's been once a week. I'm going to try to do twice a week. That is my goal to reach. Yes, if you do not want to be on the podcast, that is absolutely fine. I am going to stop it for now. Anyone who wants to reach out to me personally, you are more than welcome to do so. Thank you, everyone. If you made it to this episode, I appreciate you so much. I cannot thank you enough, and I'm so excited that you've been along the way with us, and I can't wait to see what we have for you next week. Sincerely with love, Spirit Goddess.